How you doing? Anyway, when I started playing Magic about 15 years ago, you know, anybody who first started playing Magic doesn't really know what it is, what it does, but it looks cool and it plays cool. So, when I first started playing Commander about 8 or so years ago, I really got hooked on the idea of just making a big creature really freaking big and like just swinging it right at your face. So I came across this Minsc Boo. This is the really pretty version of it. I've never really gotten to delve deep into Dungeons and Dragons, so when this card came out during Baldur's Gate, it piqued my interest, I should say. And so that being said, all the cards in this deck are pretty fun. They want to ramp up, they want to swing with trample or haste, and Minsc and Boo want to put counters on it and make it bigger so it can hit harder. So yeah, Boo is just a little guy, you know, so let's take a look and see what we can do with just a little guy. And without further ado, Minsc and Boo, Timeless Heroes. Minsc and Boo is a 4-cost Planeswalker Minsc. When Minsc and Boo, Timeless Heroes, enters the battlefield, and at the beginning of your upkeep, you may create Boo, a legendary 1/1 red hamster creature token with trample and haste. Yay, baby. For its +1, you can put 3 1/1 counters on up to 1 target creature with trample or haste, which we will do a lot. Thank you very much. Yes. -2, sacrifice a creature. When you do, Minsc and Boo, Timeless Heroes, deals X damage to any target where X is that creature's power. If the sacrificed creature was a hamster, which it will always be a hamster, you're gonna draw X cards. This is my commander. He's pretty, he's nice, he's cool, he's gonna slap face really hard. So, we're gonna go ahead and look at this deck. We're gonna start with these lands. We're gonna start with my lands. I got 35 lands in this bad boy. I think 34 to 35 is the best range for what you want to do with your deck. You need to be able to play your spells, obviously, right? So if you limit yourself to any less than that, you better make up for it with mana rocks and such, but we still have those in here. I'm gonna start with Cinder Glade. It's a mountain forest, so that helps search for them mountain first. You know what I'm saying? ETBs tapped unless you control 2 or more basic lands. This does the opposite thing. Rockfall Vale, Copperline Gorge, along the same thing. Fewer or more lands. Always need a command tower. Command Beacon is going to allow us to put our commander from our hand into our hand from the command zone, so it bypasses that commander tax once. You know, if it's getting a little bit too much, you don't want to pay that 6 or that 8 cost, then this is perfect for that. Crag Crown Pathway is going to be nice if you need the green or the red. Oops. It's another tap land. Castle Garenbrigg is going to help us do what we want to do a little bit faster, especially with green mana. We can spend the mana only to cast creature spells or activate abilities creatures. And then we're gonna get into the basics. They're just the arts. I like full arts, so. Thunder Junction, a lot of these Amonkhet ones, because that's what, those are my first full art basic lands. These from the Unset are my favorite though. Full Zendikar, Amonkhet. Could you tell like Amonkhet? Thunder Junction, foil here, another Amonkhet, another Amonkhet. Oh, look at that, another Amonkhet. Some mountains from, oh my gosh, Bloomburrow. I love these ones too, from Dominaria United. The double feature ones, I also like those. Unsets are my favorite. Double feature, Dominaria. Theros are really nice. Zendikar. These are okay, I just want another full art in there, but the Theros lands are the Pokemon lands. Foil Unset land, very nice. Very nice, very nice. Very nice, yes. And if you do see, any really nice creatures in here, or rather just spells in general that you think I should have for this deck, then I really, really appreciate the feedback. Thank you guys very much. This one is near and dear to my heart. Vivian, Monsters Advocate, is going to help us look at the top card of our library at any time and cast creature spells from the top of our library. Just going to help out. For her +1, we can create a 3/3 green beast creature token. You can put a choice of a vigilance counter, a reach counter, or a trample counter when, oh my goodness. Oh, you guys are gonna butcher me for having a brain fart over this set. Ikoria. When Ikoria monsters came out, they started coming out with the ability counters with vigilance, reach, trample. It's gonna be really nice for I guess not a whole lot of our stuff, but I feel like it was super cool. And then for our -2, which is what I like to abuse the most, is when you cast your next creature spell this turn, you can search your library for a creature card with lesser converted mana cost, put it onto the battlefield. You know, a lot of those 5-6 cost creatures are going to have really good payoffs with 4s and 5s too, so that's really fun. Garrick, Unleashed, 4 cost, up to 1 target creature gets +3/+3 and gains trample until end of turn for its +1. So it really helps with, it puts trample on those creatures that I don't have, or like the very few ones that I don't have, which allows me to even like make those creatures even bigger with Minsc and Boo. So that's going to be fun. I can create a 3/3 green beast creature token for -2. Then if an opponent controls more creatures than you, I put another loyalty counter on him. And for his -7, you get an emblem with at the beginning of your upkeep, you search your library for creature card, put it on the battlefield, and shuffle your library. Haven't gotten to that part yet. Garrick's Uprising is going to put trample on those creatures, draws you cards, really good. Draws cards, really good. Draws cards. This is probably my favorite draw spell in the whole game. I mean, you have a Galt out there, and they just want to take 12. Well, I'm also going to draw 12. That's cool. But the Beanstalk's going to draw some cards, and then we got our Ramp with Nature's Lore, a foil Cultivate. Now, keep in mind, I'm been trying to get this deck blinged out. It's harder than you think, especially when I got an income with 3 kids, man. I'll tell you what, but that Cultivate was real nice to get. Circuitous Route, Rampant Growth, Turn to the Wilds, and then we're gonna have our Elvish Mystic, our Lana Worlds. A Beast Within. Every green deck I feel should run this. Herd Heirloom is slowly growing on me. It ramps and it draws you cards. Brain fart. Until in a turn, target creature control power 4 or greater gains trample, and whenever this creature does combat damage, you play, draw a card. So it already puts trample on those creatures that don't have it, which really isn't a lot on there, but it draws cards too. Questing Beast is going to be so good because it's a book, and people don't like reading books, so they're just going to allow this to happen. It's a 4/4 with Vigilance, Death Touch, and Haste. Questing Beast can't be blocked by creatures power 2 or less. Combat damage can't be prevented, and whenever he deals combat damage to an opponent, it deals that much damage to target planeswalker that player controls. It's gonna take care of pretty much everything and the planeswalkers if they haven't already made a mess of your butt. Finale Devastation is gonna really help us get a giant fat thing on the battlefield with haste and give it real big things and be really fun. So this is gonna be really nice in there. Elder Gargroth is really fun. I like it. Vigilance, Reach, Trample. When he attacks or blocks, you can either create a 3/3 beast creature token, gain 3 life, or draw a card. Super stellar card. Come on now, Ancient Copper Dragon. This game's won me plenty of games. That D20, man, I don't know how many times I've hit numbers over 10 with this card, and you get to put it on 2 different creatures. It's bungo. Ball of Get Recovery is going to be that extra land we need, and returns not creatures, but anything in our hand. Same with Eternal Witness here, is going to return stuff from our graveyard. World Spine Worm is pretty self-explanatory. I don't have many ways to cheat it out. I need to. I feel like I may change this for something a little cheaper down the line, but for now it's going to stay in here. Mana Gorge Hydra, I mean, come on. It just gets super huge, and it's already got trample. Gold Vein Hydra's got trample and haste and vigilance, and when it dies, it's going to ramp us a little bit with some treasures. Sandworm Convergence is going to prevent those flying attackers on you, and it creates us some worms. Those worms we can give trample with our other cards. My boy Galta, come on now. Don't put some respect on his name. He had 12-12 with tramps, boy. He walks the earth, strongest of all. I just recently put this in here, this Bloated Contaminator. I mean, it feels right, you know? When it deals combat damage to a player, you're going to proliferate. The Toxic one's just like a little cute little thing, but it's got trample and it's 4/4/2 or 3. Shifting Ceratops is a 4 cost, can't be countered, so it's a little bit nice. Protection from blue. You can give it green, or you can pay green, and you give it your choice of reach, trample, or haste. So it's going to be nice to get that trample reach keyword on it. Railway Brawler has been a really solid card out of Thunder Junction. Being able to put counters based off of the existing creature's power, and you can plot it for 4, so you can cast it next turn for nothing. So it's going to be real good. Already has reach and trample. And I'm already playing enough creature spells in here, so why not be able to destroy target artifacts and enchantments when I do so, or gain life, or get lands. So this is going to be really solid in here. So that's those stacks right there. Oh, that's dead giveaway, guys. Heroic Intervention is going to give us hexproof and indestructible. Tameo Safe Game is going to do the same thing for a creature.
Urabrask has haste, 4/4, sick guy, exile stuff, nasty. Atali is cute, foil, and likes to cast stuff from everybody's hand. I can give him trample or haste, so that's going to be fun. Murag gives us additional combats too, and I have quite a bit of additional land cards for turn, so this is going to be real fun. Tali Primal Conqueror is pretty self-explanatory. He's a fat boy, and when you play him, you get stuff from everybody's stuff, and he turns into an 11/11 with a nasty, ooey, sticky nasty. Shivan Devastator is a flying haste, and I can put as many counters on it as I want, and I can pump him up even more with Minsc and Boo, so he's pretty fun. Tear the Peaks is, I love this card. 5/4, whenever a creature you control enters battlefield under control, Tear the Peaks will deal damage equal to that creature's power to any target. And then it's got ward, pay 3 life, basically. Ragavan, super fun card. It's already got the haste, but it's basically just going to ramp us and be able to play their spells from them, so nobody's going to really like that. Stalking Vengeance is going to deal that damage to to a player equal to when a creature dies. That's fun too. Captain Landry is going to get us tokens, has haste. Kazul is a nice little defensive option if you're getting bombarded and you need some bodies. It's gonna force them to pay 3, or you're gonna make an ogre, so it's pretty good. Atsushi has got Flying Trample, keyword there. When it dies, it's gonna help us play some cards and create some treasures. Removal, some big Blasphemous Actes, big score, foil, gonna create us some treasures and draw some cards. Rising of the Day is gonna give our creatures haste, and legendary creatures get a little bump in their power. This awesome foil Vandal Blast, destroy target artifact you control, or you can destroy all of them for its overload cost. Chaos Warp is going to be a nice set of removal too for that pesky Indestructible or stuff along those lines. You just better hope they don't get a White Steel Colossus or a Brass Forge. Nasty if they leave it on the battlefield. It just gets more oil counters and creates an X1 based on the amount of oil counters on it. It gets pretty crazy. It braids a little bit of removal for artifacts and creatures. Now, I don't abuse this card. I just like to be able to play more of my stuff from my graveyard. So I got Underworld Breach in there. Simeon Spirit Guide to boost that a little bit. Same with Goblin Archmancer. It's going to make our spells cost less. This Coglin Yadaro is really, these arts grow on me for real. But it's going to be a 7/7, and you can either give it Trample or Haste, so you can make it fight something. Or if you don't really need that at the time, you can destroy up to 1 target artifact or creature and shuffle it back in your library and draw a card for 4, which is solid. This originally was a Roxanne deck to make the meteorites and tap for mana and it just becomes really, really not fun after a while because you could just continuously cast Roxanne and dealing the damage. And I didn't really want it to be that. I wanted it to be stompy, trample, hasty stuff. So we're just going to put her in the 99 for that artifact token mana production. Escape to the Wilds is fun. It's going to be borderless, and we're going to be able to play some cards and drop additional lands. Rhythm of the Wilds is almost a must-have in every Gruul deck. It prevents creature spells from being countered and gives your non-token creatures riot, which is great. Stomp is one of my favorite Gruul removals. Target creature control deals damage equal to its power. Target creature planeswalker you don't control. It's good. Domreach going to pump our creatures, be able to cast spells cheaper and uncounterable, and fight stuff, which is great. Come on now, Soul Ring, Arcane Signet. Flat bounce, and then Blade of Selves is just really cool. I like putting it on Roxanne, making those meteor heights, and yeah, it's gonna be really fun. And then, you know, at One Ring foil, it's from the bundle edition. I mean, you gotta have it, I guess, right? You know, I only put it in here because it's my pet deck. It's supposed to be my best deck, and it's card draw. So that is what it's gonna be doing it. And that's pretty much the deck, y'all. Here's a really cool Boo token that my buddy from my local game store made for me. I tried to reach out to the artist that does my Minsc and Boo, Mr. Oh, I lied. That was a different creator. Anyway, I tried to reach out to the original artist for the original card and to do a custom Boo token, but they graciously declined because they're so busy. But I was happy just to be able to get that time. But yeah, there's that Boo token. There's those Worm tokens, Beast token, Meteorites, and the treasures. And that is going to be my deck tech video, dude. Please like and subscribe, and if you can, share this to all your friends and stuff. I want to be able to make more deck tech videos with you guys. I want to be able to have more things to help do that. So anything and everything will help, and I will see you in the next one. Yeah, because